What up, everybody? So, it is good to be back, and thank you all for joining me once again. I hope you guys enjoyed my last video. I think that was a pretty good video where I discussed basically Biden's new home buyer tax. Well, basically for people with good credit and stuff like that. So, I hope you guys did enjoy that video. It was one of my favorites. Continue to please watch, like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, I'll be doing more fitness content. That's also part of my life. But I also like to discuss things that I find particularly interesting, and that is generally finance related, like, economics related, and just things of that sort that I find can be, useful and relevant to my viewers, right? So, when I get on here, I want to have a conversation that's useful for every one of you guys, that you can use and, use it in your everyday life. So, if I do look a little dark, I apologize. I got a new phone, iPhone. I feel like the camera quality is worse on this phone than my older one. And I upgraded the phone. So to me, it's kind of crazy. I think the iPhone 14 is a little bit too oversaturated, and it's making me a little bit darker. And my iPhone 11 was better in terms of video quality, which is very interesting. So in this video, right, I know you guys can tell by the title, and we're going to discuss some things regarding Texas, right? So we're going to discuss some things if you all live in Texas, and obviously most people have vehicles because Texas is it's a large place, no matter where you live at. A lot of driving is included, so you pretty much have to have a vehicle to get around. So I found this article very interesting because it's very relevant to me when I was looking at my auto insurance. So I am insured by Geico, and I was looking at my bill for Geico, and it was about like $200 or something like that. And that was kind of alarming to me because I was like, I haven't gotten any tickets. I haven't, gotten anything with a police officer. I haven't gotten into any accidents or anything like that. So I'm trying to figure out, like, why did my monthly cost increase from 170 to about $200? I'm like, that's a $30 price jump right there. I'm just, that I'm not gonna just sit by and just let that happen. So I called Geico, just wondering what the issue was, and the representative, he was a cool individual, very cool guy. He actually helped me get my stuff reduced because I've been with Geico for a little bit, and because I have a very good driving history. I don't have any speeding tickets on my record, and I have zero accidents, and that's all by the grace of God, and not by me. So we'll keep it at that point. So he was a cool guy. He just told me that for Texas, that Geico was actually increasing their rates. Basically, don't know why, they just did so. So if you're in Texas and you have um, Geico, or by this article, the top five auto insurers, you're gonna see an increase in your rate. So please go and contact your auto insurers for your car, for your you know um, car insurance. Please contact them, and please figure out what you can do to decrease your rate. Right, especially if you have a good driving history. Don't just sit by and let them increase cost on you and not give you no type of call or heads up. That's actually disrespectful. So, $30 is a good amount of money for gas, for any other thing that you want to do, right? So please check that. So we're gonna go through this article, and we're gonna see if any of this stuff is useful and informative to all of my viewers. So let's go. So it's by the Dallas Morning News. And basically, the title of this article is Here's How Much Texas Top 5 Auto Insurers Are Raising Their Rates. The state top insurance raised rates as much as 54%. Dun dun dun. Which is crazy. So, this article was written by, I believe, Mitchell Parton. Thank you for your article. I will be using this. And yes. So people across Texas are already facing financial headaches due to higher costs across the board, with the highest inflation in 40 years, of course. But they're also dealing with the highest annual increase in auto insurance rates the in at least 20 years. So auto insurance rates in Texas soared an average of 23.8 in 2022, 8 times higher than in 2021, the highest annual increase in the last 20 years. So it basically soared an average of 23.8% in 2022, which is 8 times higher than 2021, and that's the highest in 20 years. Okay, so we got that down. According to the Texas Department of Insurance, in addition, homeowner insurance rates in Texas rose an average of 10.8% last year, the highest annual gain since 2012. Okay, so rates are increasing. And we get that, right? So rates are increasing, the Fed's increasing rates, everything is going up, right? The cost to borrow is going up. The cost to your interest rates on your credit card is going up. Your student loans, if it's not fixed, if it's variable, it's going up. All types of things, yes. So people are trying to squeeze out as much money as they can in terms of what they can do, and what they can pass on to the consumer. So that goes also, in fact, with Geico. So they're trying to increase profit margins, basically, right? Because they're also getting squeezed at a particular point due to increasing interest or increasing rates on them as well. So they're trying to squeeze profits from the consumer. So you got to look at it that way. It is not just Geico. Presumably, I assume Geico increases rates every year. I'm assuming, but this has been the highest, and it's very noticeable. This is one of the more noticeable increases because I noticed, right? So I'm sure other people noticed as well. So let's keep reading. Rates increase for auto coverage range widely among the state largest insurers, according to a spokesman for the Texas Department of Insurance. Geico raised auto rates 53.9%, Allstate raised rates 37.8%, Farmers raised rates 32%, Progressive raised rates about 22%, State Farm raised rates 17.1%. So if you have any of these insurances for your auto and whatever home and things of that sort, whatever they insure, your rates most likely went up. So please do your due diligence and make sure you're not losing money when you don't have to. So, Progressive collected $3.8 billion in auto insurance premium in 2021. Okay, cool. The Texas Department of Insurance 2022 annual report, followed by State Farm and Geico. About State Farm did $3.16 billion and Geico did $2.52 billion, I believe, in 2022. All right. So, yeah, that's actually the extent of this article. So I pretty much read everything, but I just want you guys to know that yes, your auto insurers has increased their rates, right? So yeah, just make sure you're keeping on top of that, and you know if you don't pay attention, you're just gonna let things like that slip, and things like that are probably gonna continue to happen until maybe 2025, right? With the increasing rates that the Fed is doing, how much harder it is to get loans and grants, how difficult, how tight money seems to be right now, right? And a lot of companies are doing things to raise their profit margins and to keep their investors happy, right? I.e., laying off workers, i.e., switching to AI to get that AI buzz. Um, doing things, and you look at it, you're like, okay, people people are the GDP. Generally speaking, people are who buys, creates, contributes to whatever that's going on out there. And you want to destroy jobs based upon greed, based upon profit um, increase, and things of that sort. So they want to destroy jobs. They want to increase their profit margins, right? And they want to make you pay the cost of all this other stuff that's going on. So if you think about it, we just live in a very interesting time with a lot of people who are financially greedy, and they're trying to squeeze as much as they possibly can. I'm telling you this for a fact. So, just make sure you guys keep an eye on this stuff. Of course, I think I have something else I want to talk about. You know, just try to clear my head over here. So yeah, you know, people are looking to increase profit margin. That's just what it is. At your expense, at my expense, at everybody else's expense. And they want to blame the Fed, which they are to blame in some sort of course. But if your company is based upon just borrowing the so much money and you're in an amazing amount of debt, that is your fault. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to manage your things better. Of course, I'm talking to all these corporations and all these people who want to see a lot of people lose their jobs. Which is just so mind. This is just baffling to me because people are the ones who buy the products. You know what I'm saying? Who work, you know, and all these other things. So again, thank you all for watching. Make sure you check your car insurance provider and make sure they're not trying to steal money from you. That's probably going to be the theme of 2023 and maybe even 2024. Make sure you're not getting bamboozled and hit over the head. So please look over your finance, look over what's coming out of your account with these automatic payments and things of that sort, and get yourself financially right. We're all in this together, and we're working as a team. All my viewers on my YouTube, we're working as a team, and I want all of us to be financially stable and savvy and able to navigate these stormy waters. That was bars. Appreciate all of you guys for watching, and peace out.